So, hi guys, and welcome to another episode of the Daily Football Prediction Podcast show, where we bring you football predictions as we have and put together by the team for your use every single day to help you make better informed decisions and increase your chances of winning significantly. Yesterday, we provided six sporting events on the channel, and from those six that we provided, three of them, won, and we lost three. That was a 50-50, chance of winning, basically. But today, let's get to doing it better. But before then, we've had a good record, a good run so far on the channel. I believe everybody, should be profitable from what has been, dished out on the channel so far. So today we have more sporting events for you guys, as always, basically, and a review of how yesterday went. And we have winners in the So You Think You Can Punt section of the podcast show. You will find that out more as we go on this journey to beating the odds today. So, welcome back, guys. My name is Huka, and I will be your humble host on this daily podcast show, bringing you football prediction as put together by the team. Yesterday, in the So You Think You Can Punt section, we provided a sporting event for you guys to, try your hands on that sporting event between the Switzerland women and Norway women. We asked you guys to provide your correct scores, giving you a situation report about that one. And ladies and gentlemen, we have winners. Congratulations, guys. Yes, sir. Congratulations, guys. You have just, won yourself a slot to enjoy, a 1 month free premium subscription with us, powered by Mega Party. So shout out to Mega Party for sponsoring this one. All right, guys. Yes, sir. So it's very easy, how to claim your slots. I know you want to know that. Just, go and find the Telegram community link that can be pinned in the comment section description of this video, or you can find that in our bio. Join the Telegram community and you should be able to claim your slots. The instructions are there about how to get that done. Everyone who wants to get more updates, and get a closer, feel basically to what the team is doing, you can join that community. Also, you're invited to join that Telegram community. Follow that link in the bio description of this video or in the comment section. You can find that there to join that community. Today we have another sporting event for you guys to provide your correct scores about in the comment section. Yesterday's sporting event ended in a 1-2 score line, by the way. And today we have the game between Belgium women and Italy women. Okay, so as always, do not fret. We will provide you with information, of course, to help you stay updated, educated, in the sense that you get to know more about these teams if you didn't know them before. And this is how we intend to build more of education on the channel, by providing you with situation reports, insights about these sporting events that you guys will predict. And you guys have been doing a wonderful job so far, getting really close to that. And we've had winners almost every other day. Shout out to all of you guys doing that. Big shout out to you guys. So that's the sporting event between Belgium and Italy women we have today, and his insight about that sporting event to help you make that decision today.
Belgium women and Italy women will kick off Group B in Thursday's Women's Euro 2025 match at the Stade de Tourbillon in Champs. The Belgian Red Flames are participating in their third consecutive Euros, while Loaza are gearing up for their 8th straight appearance in the tournament. Belgium had to navigate through the playoffs after finishing third in their European Championship qualifying group, trailing behind Denmark and Spain. They secured a comfortable 5-0 aggregate win over Greece in the first round, followed by a commanding 4-1 victory in their two-legged tie against Ukraine, earning their spot in Switzerland, where they will face a challenging group alongside Spain, Portugal, and Italy. The Belgian Red Flames did not advance past the group stage in their first Euros appearance in 2017, but they redeemed themselves in the 2022 competition, gathering 4 points from 3 matches to reach the quarterfinals. Their path to the quarterfinals included a 1-0 win against Italy, which may serve as motivation for Thursday's match. Belgium has had a mixed bag of results in 2025, amassing 6 points from 6 games, landing them in the relegation playoff position of their Nations League group, before preparing for the tournament with a heavy loss to France and a 2-0 victory over Greece. They will approach their tournament opener with aspirations of achieving only their second win in European Championship history.
Unlike their rivals, Italy successfully avoided the qualifying playoffs by securing the top position in Group A1. They achieved 2 victories, 3 draws, and only 1 loss across 3 matches, which allowed them to lead a group that featured the Netherlands, Norway, and Finland. Italy is now aiming to prevent a third straight exit in the group stage, as they have not advanced to the knockout round since the 2013 tournament. In 2017, they ended up at the bottom of their group with merely 3 points, and in 2022, they could only gather 1 point from 3 matches, resulting in another 4th place finish in their group. Loaza would likely be pleased with their performance in the recent Nations League, where they secured 3 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses, finishing in 2nd place. Having won 2 of their last 3 games, Italy is now eager to claim their first victory in a European Championship since they triumphed over England 2-1 in 2009.
Belgium's head coach Elisabeth Gunnarsdottir is expected to choose Le Havre goalkeeper Lisa Lichtfuss instead of PSV Eindhoven's Nikki Everard. Gunnarsdottir might opt for an all-women's Super League back three, featuring West Ham United's Amber Tysiak along with Leicester City's Sori Keys and Janice Kemen. On the offensive side, Belgium's all-time leading scorer Tessa Woolard aims to increase her impressive tally of 88 international goals. In contrast, Italy's Andrea Sonsen has made the decision to drop Astrid Gilardi, Martina Rosacci, Aurora Galli, and Valentina Bergamaschi from the preliminary squad. The head coach of Italy could set up with a back three consisting of Lucia Di Guglielmo, Cecilia Salvai, and Elena Linari. Following her 2 goals in a recent victory against Wales, seasoned forward Cristiana Girelli may be given the opportunity to spearhead the attack alongside Sofia Cantor.
We have their situation report. What do you think the correct score in this sporting event will be? Leave that in the comment section. Try your hands out on that one. Try your brains out on that one. Let us see how it goes. And if you do miss the early sporting events that we post on the channel, we talked about how this section of the show has been profitable, to help you basically be able to cover that up. And just going by what we predict here every single day so far has been a highlight of the show, to be very honest with you guys. So a very big shout out to you guys really for being the extra hand in the team basically on this one. You guys should provide your correct scores for this one. We're looking forward to seeing or hearing from you guys. Your fellow subscribers also are looking forward to hearing and seeing from you guys as well. Let's do this as a community that we've always tried to do it as, and have fun with it, guys. Moving on to the sporting events we had yesterday. Let's review that before we go into today's sporting event. The first was the game between Borussia Dortmund and Monterrey from that FIFA Club World Cup. And we expected the home team to win or draw, Dortmund that is, and they came out 2-1 victors in that sporting event yesterday. Next sporting event we had was the game between Inter Turku and Marienheim. We expected the home team to be able to win yesterday in that sporting event, and that ended in a 0-0 scoreline. Kind of expected there. I think the home team had a penalty and they missed that. Talking about factors that can affect the outcome of events, that was one of that. It went against us yesterday. We had a penalty which was supposed to be in our favor, but it didn't go that way. It turned out to be the other side. That ended in the 0-0 scoreline. That sporting event. Next sporting event we had was the game between HJK and Jaro. We expected HJK to be able to win in that sporting event, and they lost 2-3 in that one, leading 2-0, to concede equalizers, and lost that game, at the end of the day. Quite an unfortunate one there, but that's how that went. Next was the game between Alves and KTPA, and then we expected the home team to be able to win in that sporting event, and that turned out to be a win really for us yesterday, 2-1 in that one yesterday. Next was the game between Barca and VPS basically and Haka, and we expected over 1.5 goals to be scored there in that sporting event, and we had that sporting event ending 1-2 in favor of the away side, giving us what we needed, over 1.5 goals, 2 goals already seen there, and 1 goal extra basically. And the last sporting event we had was the game between Mythland and Broad Meadow Magic from Australia. Expected the away team to win yesterday, and they didn't win yesterday. They drew 0-0 that sporting event. That's how that went yesterday. So that is basically how the results were yesterday. 3 out of those winning, 3 out of those losing. So today we have 6 more sporting events for you guys. As always, as we try to do on channel. So let's get right into that business. First sporting event we have is the game between the strongest and Real Oruro, and we expect the home side to be able to win in this sporting event. Today, this is from the Bolivian division, professional Apertura Bolivian Cup, Copa, rather, and this kicks off around 2300. That's 11 p.m. West African time, quite late on today. That sporting event. So home win for strongest between home win between strongest and Real or Rural is what we expect in that sporting event today. Okay, so next sporting event we have is the game between Viking Golgotha and KI Classic, and we think that away should be able to draw in that sporting event today, and that is from Faroes Island, Premier League, and that kicks off around 1900 West African time. That sporting event, okay, guys. So from Faroes Island, we have Viking Golgotha KI Classic. Away win or draw. You can go with the draw no bet option in that one to get more value, from that sporting event, basically. Okay, guys. So next sporting event we have is the game between Kappa and TPS Turku. This is from Finland, and I think that the away side should be able to win today in that sporting event. As I'll pick there, this kicks off around 16:30, West African time, that sporting event. All right, guys. So Finland, Cape Kappa, and Inter Turku, TPS Turku, basically. Sorry, and that's the way we expect there in that sporting event. All right, guys. So moving on to the next sporting event. Before we do that, here's a gentle reminder, guys. Take 1 second of your time, hit that like button. It's free of charge. It takes 1 second to do that. It is for the culture, for the community. Hit that like button. Subscribe to start coming across the channel, and you like the vibe here. You like how it's going. So far, this is something sports betting that you're interested in. Football prediction, something you're interested in. We're inviting you all to do that. Hit that subscribe button. It takes 1 second to get that done. If you've been here, you've not done that, kindly make sure to do that. Okay, to become part of this community properly. All right, guys, and don't forget to turn notification bells on, everyone. It will be very beneficial to you as we go on this journey. All right, guys. So next sporting event we have is from Iceland, and it's the game between Afilcholden and Breiðablik Kopavogo, and we think that over 1.5 goals will be seen in this sporting event today, and this kicks off around 2015 West African time. That sporting event, Iceland, Afundring and Breiðablik, Kopavogo is the sporting event, and over 1.5 goals is the peak in that one today. Next sporting event is between Keflavik and UMF Selfors, and we expect that the home team should be able to win today. This is from the Iceland League, basically, and this kicks off around 2015. This sporting event, West African time. All right, guys. So Iceland, Keflavik, Selfors, UMF Selfors, and home win is what we expect in that sporting event today. So finally, we had that sporting event between Mexico and Honduras as the last sporting event here. But it kicks off first. In reality, this kicks off around 3 a.m. West African time, and we expect that Mexico should be able to win Honduras today. And this is from the CONCACAF, Gold Cup, that sporting event. So these are the sporting events we have for you guys today, carefully selected and well analyzed, to be able to help you make better informed decisions and increase your chances of winning significantly today, as we always do on the channel. Being successful so far. Note that these sporting events that have been provided to you guys, are provided to keep you, entertained, staying informed, updated, about these sporting events and, these teams basically, with the insights we provide in, the So You Think You Can Punt section, as well as, give you an edge basically as you go about doing what you do. Today we will resume back to giving you insights, sporting events when the league resumes properly. But for now, this is how we're going to keep doing this. Okay, guys. So that will be all for now. I hope that you've enjoyed watching. Note that there are factors that can affect the outcome of these events. You have factors like VAR. It is one of those. You could have red cards in those sporting events awarded. You could have own goals, scored in those sporting events. You could have also penalty kicks awarded, to your team, and they could miss that, like we saw in the game today between Intertoco and Marinham. That's another factor that can affect the outcome of these events. You could have injury and fitness concerns to key players right in the middle of the sporting events, and that can go and turn that prediction that we've had around, as against what we predicted originally when we set out to do this. So it's important to know that, and why we're saying this is so you know that you have to gamble responsibly, and Do not stick more than you can afford to let go of. That is the golden rule of the game on this channel. Sports betting is a marathon. It is not a sprint. If you don't get it yesterday, today is another day, another opportunity to be able to get it right. So make sure that you take your time and stick responsibly. Do not consider what we provide on this channel to be financial advice. It is not financial advice of any sort. We're just sharing what we have with you guys every single day to help you make better informed decisions in sports betting with our 9 years of experience. That is why we do what we do, or how why we set out to do what we do here, basically. So, guys, that will be all for now. I hope that you've enjoyed watching, and I do hope that you will be able to find value from what we provided here today. Till we see again in the next episode of the Daily Football Prediction Podcast Show. I remain yours truly, Hooker. See you guys around. May the odds be in our favor always, guys. Peace out.